Welcome back to what I suppose would be the third attempt at recording an ASMR booster box opening video. I realized while setting up this evening that I had left the audio output capture unmuted in the previous recording, which may have been why there was a slight echo in the sound. In fact, I'm almost certain that that's what it was. Now, as you can see, today we have a different TCG. This is Grand Archive. I've actually only just heard of it. It was recommended to me as being quite a player-friendly card game. This is the latest booster box, Phantom Monarchs. I believe only just came out on December the 5th. Comes with 24 booster packs, and I guess this is the first edition, if that's relevant to anything. Now, something else I would like to do for this video, just to test out basic video editing, is I'll check the prices of the cards after the video, and if any of them stand out, I'll pop them on screen. Not that I particularly care about that, but it's just to have something to edit in, you know? As you can see, I've already taken the plastic off all my boxes. Perhaps I'll leave them on for some of the new ones. So these are brand new to me. I've never seen a card from this set. In fact, I've only seen a handful of cards from this game ever. All I know is that there are ultra rares. If you like crinkling noises. Alright, what have we got? Plea for Peace. So we can see this is a common, one cost, normal perhaps. It's a very busy artwork. You can see there's some sort of wizard lady firing a bow at someone. Some various other portals and strange accoutrements abound. I just noticed the This is apparently made by Weebs of the Shore. That's a very on-the-nose company name. We've got a cake, Grave Gatto. Royal Oathguard. I'm starting to suspect, and I had the first thought when I saw this card, that this may be an Alice in Wonderland themed set, or at least parts of it. This character certainly looks like a Queen's Knight with the red and the black. We'll see if that continues to present itself. A blue card. Drown in Sorrow. Alice bonus. Okay. I think perhaps I was correct about the theming. Some checker accents. Mistral Ranger. Now, I was going to say this seemed more generic fantasy, but the mushrooms are still Alice themed, right? And it's a checker pattern cloak. Inverted Pyro Slash, an uncommon, presumably. A butler? Unclear. Freezing Gambit. Chessman. He's frozen a night. Mushroom Forest again. And then we have a rare. Condemning Evisceration. Are these spells? It has an attack value, whereas this, which presumably is like a creature, has attack and health. Interesting. I know nothing about the rules. This is an EX card. Wow. Was it first pack? Not bad. I should do that on camera, huh? Vacuous Servant. Interesting adjective. A vow to serve a soul sworn to sacrifice. How does that tie into his name? Unsure. He's a token, apparently. Golden Pawn. Alice bonus. A Queen Piece token. Stolen Chance. A skill. Interesting card types. There was a spell reaction earlier. An attack. Allies. I wonder if we'll see these characters in cards. Sworn Windhand. I don't really understand why this character has a shield. It seems very out of place with her just general maid outfit, but she even is simply talking about brewing tea. Perhaps this is a large kettle. Seems unlikely, does it not? Singeing Leap. Have an archer character of some type jumping over magma. Uncommon Nullifying Lantern. Regalia item, cleric accessory. There's so many, like, I don't know if you'd call them keywords, like categories in these card type boxes. Cleansing Reunion. Is this the butler from the Fire Sword card? Not sure if we saw this character before or not. And then, oh, if we have an SR, that's presumably less rare than you are. We've not seen. Term Schwarzrook. Oh, this guy makes sense to have a shield. I don't know about the the rook-shaped helmet. It's a little goofy, but it kind of makes it work. I'm trying to figure out, like, where does this go? Is a hammer just behind his back or something? Kind of an odd art direction. We'll call it super rare, I suppose, without knowing the correct terminology. Don't quite slide out of the packaging that way. Memorite Obelith. Interesting that. Just a second. No. See, the first card we opened from the previous pack was also a token and had a little text line here, similar to this token, the Memorite Obelith. Memories repressed, protecting their keeper. I wonder if all tokens have a line like that. I wonder why though. Thieving Cut. It's just a classic fantasy rogue. Vestal Priestess. These cards have a lot of abilities. Not like Yu-Gi-Oh levels of text, but although I suppose a lot of this text is simply explanation text for the keywords. Oh, check this guy out. I quite like this card. Frog Bard, just chilling on his little leaf. It's really nice art. Crystal Awakening. Now this kind of art I'm not 100% sold on. It's just it's a little busy. A lot of like visual effects that kind of muddy what you're actually looking at. I suppose she's creating one of those token golems that we saw just earlier. Ethereal Absorption. This is kind of in the middle. Not amazing, not terrible. The Six of Spades. This is a card for the ladies, huh? Got some midriff. He's even got some scars, I think. Crazy six-pack as well. I don't know if you can see that. Cardistry. Now rare. Visage's Strike. Another butler. Maybe the same one. I suspect it's the same one. It appears he's connected in some way with Alice. Perhaps this is Alice. And what do we see there? A token. A memory freed from the cage of the mind. Well, it just has 2 keywords. It does appear that the tokens come in this format. Night Barker. Do we think this is a werewolf or a dog man? I'd say it's a dog man based on the text line. Fast Cure. See, the spell effects in this one aren't too overpowering. Spalling Cleanse. I have to say I'm not familiar with that word, spalling. I'll have to look it up later. Perhaps I'll edit in the definition here-ish. Fellowship's Gale. These are summons, I suppose. Oh, this is the character. Is this the character from the... Ah, so it wasn't a mage. It was, in fact, an archer's hat. Well, the more you know. Stardust Oracle. Not bad, although I have no clue. Oh, there's actually a staircase, I see. Interesting. Golden Bishop. Another chess piece. This guy again. Vacuous Call. Oh, that's the token. The Vacuous Servant. Well, there you go. We do like cards that reference other cards in their art. Okay, I suppose I'm opening it that way. Actually, the back is kind of nice. Infinite Scintillation. Well, I guess that's another word that we're going to have to pop the definition up for on screen. I suppose it's something to do with light. Perhaps reflection, splitting. Is this like the gem theme? Watch this space. Golden Gambit. There's the chess piece spell. And the rabbit. I have no clue what this guy's doing. Polishing Flourish. We haven't seen this character. These might be tokens. Flickering Afterglow. She's got the wide stance. I suppose it's Geniator. Oh no, maybe not. Vice Knight. Another chess piece. It was a C. Burnished Obelith. Another Memorite golem. Oh, what's going on here? Queen Cinderhog. Oh, it's a boar man. A Forsaken Royal who swore fealty to the Queen. Interesting. That's another EX card. Another SR. Harrow the Saved. We've got who we could presume is Alice. Surrounded by ghosts and teddy bears. She has some sort of affinity with curses and spectres, it seems. Interesting. 2 SRs. I suppose perhaps Alice herself and the butler are ultra rares. Maybe after I do enough of these videos, I'll actually be good at opening card packs. I doubt it. Oh, another token. Astral Shard. The gift of foresight from the stars, treasured and feared alike. Oh, our first duplicate. Another cake. Vestal Priestess, I believe we already saw her. And this lady. Oh, there we go. We've got a hollow, ultra, uncommon Vice Bishop. Nice hollow effect. Pretty clean. Place that underneath the uncommons. Unmake Duality. It's the butler again, doing something. Breaking some sort of object. A clock, maybe. Are we an extra uncommon because of the hollow? Brookside Scout. What is this person wearing? A frog hat? Weird boots? Pink bag? There's a lot going on here. And then our rare. Decroic. I have no idea. I mean, I know a lot of words, but these seem pretty obscure. Of course, if you're watching this, you will know what I mean because I've put the definition on screen, but I will remain in the dark until I wrap up filming. Token weapon. Memorite blade. Weaponized denial of the truths of the past that their bearer wishes to forget. How dramatic. Another pawn. Stolen chance again. Burning ether charge. They do love these spells that have spell effects covering almost the entire art, don't they? Now surely this lady is a mage. She has a staff. Although her hat is quite interesting. Our good friend, the Froggy Bard. Excellent. Fracturing Slash. Almost captures the movement, but not quite, in my opinion. Reveal the Hidden. An archer revealing a purple lady. Now rare is a dagger. There's a lot of assassin daggers, I noticed. Moat Seer. Not a token. March On. Is that Alice? I suppose so. I feel like her dress looks slightly different though, but... it's actually, no, it's a different person. Well, we still don't know if the other girl is Alice or not, so... Thieving Cut. Windfall Check. What chess piece is this guy? So this is the lady we just saw in March On. She does also look like she could be Alice. Spark Link. Don't know who they are. Nether Dodo Bird. This guy reminds me of the frog. A lot of interesting design elements. Smoking a pipe, he kind of looks like an evil aristocrat. A caucus race. Is that a pun? If it is, I don't get it. Refreshing Charge. This is the lady that we saw in the fire spell, I think. Now rare is Squall Snare. More green sparkly magic effects. Another pawn. Though many may look down on a pawn, they forget that only a pawn has the potential of a queen. I think they're talking about... I don't recall what the chess move is, it's fine, we'll move on. Siege Mauler, damn. For the black queen. Of course, because it's chess, there's white pieces and black pieces. Makes sense. Golden Rook. Does that mean that there's a golden queen as well? Actually, there was reference to one. So I suppose it's not just white and black or Weiss and Schwartz. Bomb Shot Nurse. Interesting design. Crystal Veil Awakening. Smoke Bombs. Well, there's a bat, but otherwise rather straightforward. Soul Trace Tessellation. What is tessellation again? It's like a pattern. It's fine, I'll put it on the screen. Tweedledee, contrarian poet. Have we seen her in a card art yet? Contrary-wise, if it was so, it might be. And if it was so, it would be. But as it isn't, it ain't. That's logic. Okay, we'll take a word for it, huh? And that was another super rare. It occurs to me that I'll have to install video editing software. Another Memorite Obelisk. Fast Cure. A third Cake. A second Leap. Oh, who was this guy? Drifting Abyss Shell. You may not have lived much under the sea, and perhaps you were never even introduced to a lobster, so you can have no idea what a delightful thing a lobster quadrille is. He's a turtle. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with this guy. Why is he talking about, is quadrilla food? I feel like I'm going to have learned so many different words by the time I finish editing this video. Surveil the winds. Not the surveil keyword from Magic, obviously. But a green lady. Sacrifice play. Sacrifice our knight to save bishops, maybe? And our rare is Stillshard's Strike. With whoever this character is. Another plea for peace. Lurking Assailant. Now we have an assassin to use all of these assassin daggers. Bladed Riftseer. Another character whose designs like sewing and toy themed. Why does that make her a Riftseer? We may never know. Veiling Briggs. A different green lady. Gilded Pyre. What is going on there? Someone jumping down? As part of her spell, or? Honestly don't know. Indissoluble Fractal. Indissoluble, huh? And it's a fractal. Wow. There you go. Sacred Engulfment. A nice fiery. Another mage, I suppose. A mage looking hat. Well, it's a mage skill after all. And our rare is Imperious Galebind. There's my tap dripping. What the hell? Alright, maybe I'll edit this out. I do hope that hasn't been happening the whole time. I've only just noticed. Our night friend, Born, Drown in Sorrow. The Ranger. Oh, we got a hollow plea for peace. Summon Pawn. Rain-woven chrysalis. Reflected blight. These guys both look like butlers, not gonna lie. My attempt to... I'm just knocking everything about. They're sliding off each other. That is the halfway point. Gleaming Smolder. This is an assassin spell, apparently. March on. Gilded Fire. Obscured Offering. A hollow uncommon. It's pushing her back. Doubled pawns. 2 pawns for the price of 1. Crackling Incineration. And our rare, Recursive Confident. A purple man. Well, no ultra rares so far. Perhaps there's one yet to come. Pawn. Peer Beyond. Eyeball Spell. True Sight. The Riftseer. The Green Assassin. The Red Assassin. The non-hollow version. Oh, the non-hollow version. The Vice and Golden Queen. Okay, so there is potentially 3 queens. Our super rare is Field of Ranks and Files. This is like... this is where the ghosts are, I guess. This is like the whole area. Mushrooms everywhere. There's something interesting at the bottom of this one. We'll pretend we didn't notice. Golden Rook. The Assailant. The Turtle. Windfall Check. Buffeting Hurricane. Damn, everything's just being destroyed. Equivalent Exchange. We're alchemists now. What is actually being done here? Well, that definitely looks like a UR to me. Merlin, huh? Surreal Figment. How does Merlin fit into Alice in Wonderland? Unique Ally, so it's a full art. Wake up your champion. Alright. That's exciting. Mirrored confrontation. It's the archer lady, or one of them. Some guy with some big sword. CL. I guess this is CL, or this might be CL. I don't know. Morning Veilbound. A ghost lady. Oathguard. Burning Ether Charge. Drown in Sorrow. Suffocating Ash. Some of these cards are very dramatic. Oh, this is one of the queens. She looks very red. Is there a red queen? And then who's this? So many characters. Crystal Accretion. Lost Promises. It's the butler guy. And similar dress, but doesn't quite look like the other Atlas. Oh, look. Champion. Oh, it's Merlin again. So I suppose you would play both these cards? Well, it must be good to get both then. But this is only a common, which is surprising. Golden Knight. I thought perhaps we'd already pulled this, but I think actually not. Peer Beyond. Ranger. Rose-Winged Hollow. Warrior Spectre. Her face does look a little grim, no, pale. Enfeebling Orb. Clocks. Books. Toys. Tempestuous Conviction. There's the lady. The butler. What? Someone else there. Or is that a person? A tiny fairy? I honestly have no idea. And our rare is Genuflecting Execution. These perhaps two queens. The Vice Queen and she could be the Schwartz Queen. Interesting. Our boar friend from that one card is back. He's a token, but I guess because he doesn't have any keywords. Parallel souls, never meant to meet, once joined, forever lost. Peer Beyond. The Veilbound. Gilded Pyre. Our friend the Frog. Veiled Gambit. There's so many cards that look like this. I'm fairly certain this one is new, but I wouldn't put money on it. Woolbrook. It's a town, I suppose. Very nice looking. Queen's Gambit. That will be the vice queen and a bishop. Or it could be a pawn, as the card does also summon pawns. That was a super rare. Off with her head. Presumably this happens after the execution card we looked at earlier. They're fighting... I mean, is this just the Queen of Hearts? Certainly looks like it. There must be so many queens running around. Golden Gambit. Fellowship's Gale. Spark Link. Tyrannical Denigration. Unmoored Call. Stick that guy in a crystal. Get him out of here. And our rare is Star-Strung Reading. A purple lady in the Mushroom Forest. Queen piece. But which queen? Just a generic one, perhaps? Or the Queen of Diamonds? Vestal Priestess. Knight Barker. The Tortoise. Awakening. Embrace Noir. Oh, Butler Guy. Facet Together. It's an interesting combination of words. Now, rare is Gustmark Gauge. It's the chess timer. That's cool. I like that. Perhaps they're playing blitz chess. Probably not. Oh. It's the box art. It even leaks into the text. What is the cool card? Phantasmagoria. Oh, and the card name is at the bottom instead of the top. Is it just a comment? That's kind of cool. But there's like nice designs just in common. Flourish. March On. Burning Ether Charge. Spalling Cleanse. Wave Keeper's Bond. The Ducal Seal, of course. And how super rare is Feyu Awakening? Absolutely no clue. I guess this guy is CL. Maybe. maybe. Starting to get the hang of it. Gleaming Smolder, Royal Oathguard, Thieving Cut, Mistral Ranger, Flickering Afterglow, Crux Sight, that's a new one. Look into her eyes. Misty Whispertail. Another spectral sorcerer. She has ghost legs. Ah, the Seven of Hearts. So that was the Queen of Hearts we saw earlier, likely. Suited human. And that's a regular rare, yeah. 2 more packs to go. Astral Shard. Veilbound. Flourish. Singeing Leap. The Tortoise Sky. Twisted Verdict. This is a king. And it's the Archer Lady again. Why is there a king? Oh, check this guy out. Chamberlain Toad. Damn. He's cool as fuck. What a bowler. We had the Chill Toad. And then we had the Cool Toad. Well, I guess the other guy was a frog, not a toad. But nevertheless. And our rare is Maledictum Vitae. With, I suppose, Alice. That's a regular rare. Now, the final pack. It does seem unlikely that we'll get another ultra rare, but that's okay. The Shardwing, the Rook, the Siege Mauler, the Green Assassin Lady, Gilded Pyre, Bishop's Cross, more green magic, Aetherwing's Ward. It's the Mage Lady. And our final rare, Briar's Spindle. Like the one that put the... I'm too tired to remember it now, but... like, someone pricked their finger on it, or... does it Briar? I don't know. Alright, well... that was the last pack. So we will finish up there. I'm gonna go get some well-earned sleep. And this video should be going up Monday morning, Australia time. Let's check it out, ultra rare again. Nice. Well, until next time, I will, at least for now, there should be this video on the Monday, and then another video on the following Monday. So I will see you then. Have a nice night or morning, etc.